Dane Cook says he was just a few jokes away from being cast in Saturday Night Live. On my way to my audition at SNL, I had a full-on panic attack. Cook said on a recent episode of the Fly on the Wall podcast with show alums David Spade and Dana Carvey. I sat on a bench outside of Rockefeller Plaza, and I didn't go in. I actually called my manager. I said, "I can't do it." And he's like, "Why?" "They're all waiting for you. They want to see you. They're looking for something to fill that, that void." The comic said this was not too long after Adam Sandler departed the legendary sketch in 1995, and they were transitioning to a new era. He was aware that people associated with the TV staple had been in the audience for some of his stand-up sets, as if they were scouting him. And I blew it on the day, Cook told the former cast members. The Good Luck Chuck star explained his anxiety about the audition was more about what would happen next than anything else. "I also knew from a few friends that had been on the show that it was more confrontational, and I was very beta at that time," Cook remembered. "And I was like, I'm not going to be able to fight for skits. I can barely, get my food order out for a waiter at lunch. I'm not going to be able to survive at SNL." Initially, he was interested in starring in the Lorne Michaels-created show because he'd learned from experience without that or an HBO special. You weren't invited to the party. After what he calls his bench moment, Cook found that his management and agent were unhappy with him. But the way he felt was worse. "I definitely felt like I let myself down," said Cook, who watching the skyrocketing career of comedians such as Jimmy Fallon, who joined Saturday Night Live in 1998. He said he continued working gigs and turned to social media to raise his profile. It eventually worked, with him earning huge stand-up comedy success and being cast in comedy movies such as Stuck on You in 2003, 2005's Waiting, and the following year's Employee of the Month. He was summoned to the site of his panic attacks to host SNL in 2005 and 2006, and was able to make it inside the building both times.